So welcome back. Today we're going to be doing Cybercrafted. Now I already did this room. Alright. But I thought it was a pretty good room. I wasn't going to do anything with it, but after I did it, I thought it was a pretty good room, so I want to showcase it like real quick. So here we go. Let's go ahead and start to get this guy. So we CD in the desktop, try hack me. Do I have Cybercrafted? Yeah, I do. Okay. We can go ahead and delete whatever in here. Remove tech RF, burp.text. Well, let's do star.text. Star.text. Alright. IDR say John. And then the shell. There we go, okay. I'm going to start off with an mmap scan. 10.10.179.82. I don't know why I just did it like that. I never do it like that. Alright, there we go. So we got port 80 and port 22 up. Those are the two that you should be seeing up. Now let's go ahead and do a mmap scan on port, or actually we can just look at port 80 like real quick. Go ahead and look at it. And if we go here, we'll see that goes to cybercrafted.thm. So that's not really going to work for us now, is it? So let's go ahead and do a sudo nano etc host. And I'll get rid of this one like right here. And we'll go ahead and Control-Shift B that. Now, before we do all this, we shouldn't be able to see store admin or www. The way we'd be able to find those is through GoBuster, vhost. Alright, then we're going to put in cybercrafted.thm with a word list of, I did user share, I think I did seclist, and then I did from there discovery, and then I did DNS, and I did the top 1 million, like that. Oh, vhost tac URL, I think it is. Like that. Oh, probably because I didn't put HTTP or anything like that in there, huh? At least let's hope that's the problem. Error running, get RL dial, lookup, boom. For some reason it's trying to go out of my regular guy there. I don't know why it's trying to go out of him. Sorry. Like, it's not trying to go out of my... Why is it trying to go out of that? This is really weird. GoBuster, vhost. What's even more weird is that, like, I've done this vhost one many times and it still doesn't show up. So yeah, use vhost enumeration command. So use the DNS subdomain enumeration. We can try that. GoBuster DNS maybe. But vhost usually looks at the beginning of the file though. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it wants me to do with that. Okay, if we do attack U, it works just fine. If we do attack URL, it doesn't work. So it's going to be looking at, if we actually take this and we actually get rid of this www like right here, it's going to be looking in front of this like right here. Okay, so we get that admin, Cybercrafted, we get that store. And as you see with that store, we get a 403 error. That's not a 404 error, so that's good. Alright, we get a 403, right? Now what I also like to do is attack O, and I like to save it to a file, such as in like you know, dns.txt or whatever. And from there what I can do, because you might get a lot of crap in there, so from there what you can do is you can just go ahead and you can do like a cat dns.txt, and then we can grep for 200. You know what I'm saying? Then we get that stats 200, right? Or grep for 403 or something like that. Because sometimes with this you'll get like these 400 errors like right here. That's not going to do anything for us, right? But this 403 can. That just means that, you know, the store.cybercrafted.thm, we're just forbidden. But there's that, I mean, I don't see a login page. I don't see anything there. So we could try to find like a login page /admin. We could try /index.html. That's forbidden. What about index.php? Is that a thing? That's not found. Okay. So from there, what we can try to do is we also had a admin Cybercrafted. So now once we get those two before we can even go to the site, we have to do a sudo nano etc host. And then from there, we have to put in our store, and then admin, and then I also put in www, because that's one of the ones you're going to get to is www. So I have those 3 in there. So now I can go to those. Let's try to go to admin.cybercrafted.thm, right? And we get to a login page. Now I did try to do different SQL injections in here, but I couldn't find anything that works. So that's like when I run back to the store. Alright, so let's go ahead and run a GoBuster scan. Dir attack you this time. Boom, boom, boom on store.cybercrafted.thm. And this, we're going to go ahead and do attack X, and we're going to do PHP and HTML. Okay, we're going to look for anything that's going to end in PHP or HTML. The reason I'm doing that is just to make this a little bit faster. If it doesn't find it quick enough, then I'm just going to go ahead and go into it, and it does find it immediately. We get a search.php. Now this took me a while to find, because obviously at the beginning I didn't add any parameters in there. So that one did take me a while to find. So once I found that search.php, I was like, alright, cool, let's go ahead and check that out. And once we get to here, we get this browse feature, right? So this is like right when I did out of that 1 or 1 equals 1. Boom, boom. It's not showing me any errors, but I feel like, you know, that is going to be something. And there we go. So with an apostrophe, tac, space tac, let's try it like that. Yep, apostrophe, tac, space tac, space. It dumps everything. So now we know for a fact that we can do SQL injection in here, right? So let's go ahead and throw on Burp Suite now. Let's get Burp Suite up and running. Remember, we found that so far just from GoBuster vhost and then the dir, like right there. So we can go ahead and stop that. Let's go ahead and get this guy up and running, right? And now once we're kind of in the final stretch, like right here. It's actually pretty easy from here. So now, as we have to do, if I remember I don't remember how to do the privilege escalation though. So this is a few days ago. So from here, if I go ahead and go into proxy, I get my proxy up and running, everything like that. We'll do we'll go ahead and grab that, right click, copy the file, right? We'll call this burp.txt. You probably already saw that burp.txt in there. And let's go ahead and shut off this guy. Turn it off. We'll stop him, whatever. Okay, let's go ahead and do a lattack.la. We see that burp.txt there now, right? SQL map. tac-r, burp.txt. And if we look at this other one, we don't know what the database is yet. We don't know anything else about it, right? So we're just going to do burp.txt, tac-dbs. Hey, try to figure out the database for me. And we do get, hey, this is a MySQL database. All right, MySQL, and then it also states it up here. All right, so DBMS, we can change that over to DBMS. We can do tac-d, or yeah, tac. What was it? Oh man, I already forgot it. SQL map, tac-r. Yeah, tac-dbms. Okay, burp.txt. I don't know why I forgot that. Tac-dbms equals MySQL. Alright, and then we can say, hey, we want to look at these databases, right? I want to go ahead and look at that web app database. So, capital D, we'll drop that web app, okay? Then we'll do a tac-tables to see what tables are in there. And we get admin and stock. Let's go ahead and just do a dump on that guy. Say, hey, let's just look at everything. Alright, and there we go. So this looks like the stock, like right here, right? But once we get it, after that, we get this, hey, do you want to store hashes to a temporary file? I forgot, you do actually get a third port here. It's a Minecraft port. So we'll say no. Now we know that there is hashes. And we can allow SQL map to actually try to attack them through a dictionary attack. So we'll go ahead and say yes, and we'll do that for user share word list, rocky.txt. No. And we're going to go ahead and let that guy run. As you can see, we did discover a port 25565. I did try to look a lot into that port. There's nothing there. It's just part of the Minecraft server. So, alright, so we do get something here. We get a web flag, and we also get some type of hash here, right? And it's not, doesn't look like it's really able to crack that, right? We can go ahead and do a John, or a nano hash.txt. We're going to do a John for hash.txt. And we'll do a format for this rocky.txt. We'll hit enter, and I might have to do a tac-tac show on this because I already cracked it. Nope, okay. Or maybe it's gotta be like this. Tac show. Do I do it like that? Alright, and that's the password that John does crack it with. Okay. So John will crack it. I already did crack it, so not really much else I can do about that. But that is the password that he cracks it with. So we get this diamond 105789 password. So let's go ahead and do a nano user hash or user pass.text. And we'll go ahead and we'll put in that guy. And then the username is pretty long. XX Ultimate Creeper XX. Alright, it's also an Xbox gamer tag. And there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and try to log in now with him, because we know that there is a login page, right? So let's try to log in with this guy. So we'll say, hey, cat user pass.text. Go and grab this like right here. I did also try SSH with this guy. Didn't get anywhere with that. He does not use. Good thing about this box, there's really no password reuse out here. So let's go ahead and sign in. Don't save. And it says run system commands. So ls-la. Alright, looks like we can do whatever we want. Let's try to cat that panel. Or cat db connect. Can we cat anything? I don't think we can cat anything. Let's try head db connect. What about more? More db connect? Okay. So yeah, we're not getting too much in there. So I started to try different things here. I'm going to try a different thing again. Let's go ahead and do a Python 3 server. Alright. Let's go ahead and do an imconfig. We'll grab my IP address. And then from here what we're going to do is we're going to copy over a PHP reverse shell. Now we could always just try to do something like, you know, just a reverse, you know, just a bash reverse shell or something like that, but PHP reverse shell is going to be more fun. We'll try this one. So we can do like, we can wget it, put it into that area, which is going to be in, hopefully in var www.html. Let's go ahead and change my IP address there. And then from here we do an nc tac lvmp 4444. Alright, let's go ahead and do a pwd. Let's see if I am in where I'm at. var www.admin. Okay. So let's go ahead and do a wget. Let's see if I can do this. Wget http, my IP address right, 8888. And remember we did move that to shell.php, so I had to rename it. And we should be able to see that he got something over here. Yep, okay, he got that. And if we do an ls-la, we do have it over here now, shell.php. So let's go ahead and we can see that panel.php is right here. So let's go ahead and do a shell.php. And we should be in. There we are. So we created that reverse shell back, and we're good on that. And the reason I also use PHP was because I knew that PHP was on the box. We had that search.php function. So now from here, let's go ahead and do a which Python. And then we'll try which Python 3 after that. Okay, we do have Python 3 on here. So let's go ahead and cat scripts full shell. Alright, we do have Python 3. So we can just go ahead and grab that. And we are www data, right? Cool. Just like it said, we are in that. Well, what directory are we in like right now, actually? So we're there. Okay, so let's go ahead and cd in var. cd in www. We also have a backup, which is normal. cd in store. Nothing really there. cd into HTML. And cd into admin. Now I kind of cat dbconnect.php. See what this says. See if we get anything in here. Root db password. Okay, so that's not really giving us much either now, is it? Okay. What about that login.php? Cat. Or is that just the login page? Looks like it's just the login page, huh? It looks like it. Okay. So I couldn't really find much in here, so I finally went to cd into opt directory because we still have that Minecraft server around here, right? So then I finally found that Minecraft. I was like, okay, there we go. So I cd into Minecraft now, and I can go into home, everything like that. Oh no, I cannot cd into Minecraft. Let's go ahead and cd into home. Cybercraft-ng get in there. Let's try home. See what's in here. We have Cybercrafted and Ultimate Creeper. Looks like we can't even get into Cybercrafted's directory, but we can probably cd in Ultimate Creeper here. Okay. And if you start to look at these read permissions, things like that, we can see that we can actually read SSH. Let's go ahead and cd into .ssh, and we have that ID RSA, and we can also read that too. So let's go ahead and cat that ID RSA. Now when we cat this, now usually you guys know I just grab it and we hop like right in with SSH check I. See how it says encrypted up here? That means that there is still going to be passphrase no matter what. We need to crack that passphrase. To be able to do that, we need to put that passphrase into something that, or that ID RSA key, is something that John the Ripper understands. So we can do that. We can actually do a locate SSH to John. Okay, and we can do a Python user share John SSH to John, right? We're going to do ID RSA, and we're going to save that as john.txt, or John ID RSA, or whatever you want to save it as. Okay. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and cat that John ID RSA. You'll see that's different, right? So now we can go ahead and do a John ID RSA. The wordless is going to be user share wordless rocky.txt. I don't know what the heck that last O is in there for. There we go. Should even need to be able to figure out that, like right there. Should have just immediately done it. So I may actually just want to do a John for John ID RSA. And we'll see if he actually shows us this passphrase, like right here. You know, I might just do another one. John. Yeah, we'll see something like that. Like tac wordless, instead of just tac W. So we'll do John ID RSA like that. Find a possible candidate format, you make false positives, so keep it, blah blah blah. Crash recovery files, okay that. This because I'm already doing it over there. I've seen this one before. But let's see how long this takes. I don't actually remember the password for this, so only so much I could do with that, or the passphrase for it, I guess. But that's taking a lot longer than what it should. So let's go ahead and do a tac wordless equals user share wordless rocky.txt tac fork equals 4. There we go. Creepin 2006. There we are. Okay. So now we have that. So let's go ahead and do a, and that's for Ultimate Creeper XX, his passphrase. So go ahead and do a nano user pass.txt. We'll say Ultimate Creeper again. Right. And this time it's more like this. Since now it's login, and it was Creeper 2006. I don't actually remember what the heck his name, the thing was, but it was Creepin 2006. There we go. Creepin 2006. Okay, so now we can do SSH check I. We'll do ID RSA, and this is going to be at this one, like right here, at the IP address, right? Alright, and then we want to grab that Creepin 2006 passphrase. And I already messed up because you asked for a password. That's incorrect. Change mode 600 ID RSA. Now we can go ahead and hop back into that. Now it's going to ask for its passphrase, and we put in that Creepin 2006 as the passphrase. And that's because that file is encrypted, and now we hopped in like this. Alright? Cool. So let's go ahead and CD back into that op directory, because that's where we found that Minecraft server, right? And now we're in here. We have a note.txt Minecraft server flat.txt. Go ahead and cat that note.txt, and we get just implemented a new plugin within the server. So now non-premium Minecraft accounts can game too. If he has to remove the whitelist soon. So we know that he put in some type of new plugin. CD into cybercrafting maybe. Or maybe it's in World Backup. There's plugins. So I'm going to CD into plugins. We also have a logs up there too. That might be something we want to look at. CD into login system. Now that I did very first see this, I did also start to search for it, see if it was like a thing. And we have our passwords.yaml, and we can also cat log.txt. when we cat this log.txt, I did get the cybercrafted password, this hash like right here. I wasn't able to crack it, but then I went ahead and looked at log.txt, and I get his password like right here in plain text. Java edition is greater than Bedrock. Okay, so we think that that's cybercrafted. Did I see what is cybercrafted? Cybercrafted's password, right? And it is. So now we're in cybercrafted's password. Okay, cd in a home/cybercrafted. Let's go ahead and do a sudo tac-l since we do know his password. And we can do user bin screen tac-r cybercrafted. So let's go ahead and look at screen like real quick, right? Screen Linux commands. How do you use Linux screen? Because this one took me a minute too after when I got to here. So literally all you have to do is just create a new window with shell. Control AC. Okay, so create a new window with shell. So if we just run this, in GTFO bins will tell you just to run it, and then that's it. But that's not it. Let's go ahead and do that, and you press Control AC, and all of a sudden this changed over, and we do an ID, and we are now root. cd/root ls-la, and we can grab that root.txt now. So that is how to do cybercrafted. I thought it was a really good box. Like I said, I wasn't going to make a video on it or anything like that. I did it, and I was like, oh wow, that was a pretty cool box. It took me a minute, a lot of different steps to go through for it. So I liked it a lot. I hope you guys liked it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. And yeah, that's going to be it for tonight. So you guys have a good one.